They probably don't have bed bugs at the pole of inaccessibility.
No, shouldn't they sleep too well, though?
No, it's fairly cold. How did you sleep last night? If you're tossing and turning and scratching, you might have unwanted guests in your bed sheets.
Yes, pest controllers say they are increasingly being called out to deal with blood-sucking bed bugs, as Adam Fleming has been finding out.
While you're asleep, they get to work. They bite, then suck your blood. The Cimex lectularius, the common bed bug. And the horror story is getting worse because bed bugs are on the increase. One theory is it's because we're travelling more and bringing them back in our suitcases. Another is that the bugs are developing immunity to the chemicals we use to kill them. And this is what they look like close up. They suck your blood through their mouth, leaving a nasty itch. Their dinner time is between 1 AM and 5 AM, and they can consume up to 7 times their body weight. An attack led one American tourist to launch legal action against a London hotel this week. He claims he didn't sleep soundly because of bed bugs in his room. He's seeking millions of pounds in damages.
The whole building was infested at one stage.
Adam Dewson's a pest controller. He's been treating this property in West London. So what have we got in here then?
This is a bed bug infested room that we've been called in to treat.
And what are the telltale signs that we've got bed bugs here?
The most common signs are these black dots of bed bug faeces that you'll find on the bed, on the headboard and in the crux of the bed frame. And if you look on the mattress, you can often find these cast skins of a bed bug.
And is that a bed bug up on that wall there?
It is. He's looking for his next meal.
The only way to end the nightmare of bed bugs is to call in the professionals. It costs about £120 to dose a 2-bedroom house. This company used to treat 2 cases of bed bugs a week. Now they're spraying up to 70 beds a day, some of them in posh hotels. And despite their name, the insects can make themselves at home in your furniture too. The second-hand trade is also helping these bugs to spread. Experts say the only way this bedbug epidemic will be brought under control is if people call in expert pest controllers at the first sign of an infestation. Sleep tight, don't let the bedbugs bite. Adam Fleming, BBC News.
Lovely.
Yeah, so how can you win the battle against the bedbugs? Let's find out. Expert David Kane can tell us. Good morning, David.
Good morning.
The problem is so bad that you only deal with bedbugs. You don't have to deal with rats and mice and all the other pests we have.
That's correct. I found that by specialising only in bedbugs, it gives me the ability to be more efficient on the treatments. It allows me to specialise and therefore find new techniques and ways of detecting them early and getting rid of them faster.
Right. Why do you think we're seeing so many more of them now?
It's a combination of factors. The explosion in the population started around the time of the Sydney Games. Unfortunately, by the end of the Olympic Games, about 98% of hotels in Sydney had at least one infested room. Because it wasn't detected early enough, it then spread to other rooms in the hotel. People transmitted them from location to location.
So they're all Australian?
It's not all Australian because we get bedbug problems all over the world. New York has a bad case at the moment. I basically have, amongst my clients, people who've travelled all over the world, picked them up by exposure because they're just as easy to pick up as nits or head lice.
That's interesting because we had an email this morning from someone who's been to New York, stayed in a hostel there, said that there were bedbugs. Does that mean that that traveller might have brought them back?
Quite possibly. I mean, it's one of those situations I've been advocating for the last couple of years that people should always check the beds of wherever they're staying, keep an eye for the signs of bed bugs.
And we're seeing some signs of bed bugs now. In fact, I think some dead bed bugs on these plates. Just tell us what to look out for.
Well, basically, one of the most common signs is little black blood spots that you'll find on the frames of beds, often blood spots on the sheets.
And how do you get rid of them? I mean, insecticide in a bedroom doesn't sound like a great idea.
It's not a fantastic idea, but if it's used professionally and in sensible quantities and in the right methods, it's the best way of getting rid of them. Unfortunately, because they have a waxy cuticle over the outside, they are literally armour-plated. So a lot of the home remedies and pesticides that you can buy in the shops just aren't touching them nowadays.
Yes.
So I always recommend a professional treatment because they know where to apply it.
Spiders? Somebody suggested if you have spiders in your house, they'll eat them.
Not Not that I'm aware of. There is one species of pest, masked hunters, which actually predate on bed bugs, but they're more of a problem to have in your property.
What about freezing your bedding?
You'd literally need to freeze your entire house, and that's where the problem comes in. There's a lot of myths where people say, oh, well, just get rid of the bed, but bed bugs don't just live in beds. They can live in skirting boards, in cracks, in crevices, items of furniture close to the bed, and therefore disposing of the bed itself is often a false economy.
Vacuuming?
Vacuuming will help. Home hygiene is a big issue, but early detection is really the only way of dealing with it.
There, we must leave it. David Kane, thanks very much indeed.